Okay, hey guys. So we're going to be doing the Orca Bomber Blitz today, and I'm going to be playing the Orca Bomber. I feel like it's rude not to play the Orca Bomber for the Orca Bomber Blitz. So we're going to start with this, and we're going to be doing Orca Bomber Blitz with the Orca Bomber.
Establishing battlefield control.
All right, first opponent, my dude Delta. See what we've got. So the interesting thing about Blind Spot, I think that Blind Spot is a really good deck for air, and I think that the first thing you should do on every game on Blind Spot is send your Harvester upwards. I think down here is a little bit too risky. So we're going to try opening drones. I hope this doesn't get us totally wrecked because it's quite an expensive open. Oh, laser drones. Okay, so we're going to try and block his laser drones from getting to our Harvester. And we're going to try and... Oh, well, we fucked it already. We're going to save for probably a Pitbull. The best unit we can make. That's going to cost us 80 though, so it's going to be a while until we can get the Pitbull out. Alright, so there's the Pitbull, and we'll run away with the Harvester. Don't think I can get the Harvester away in time. Okay, so opening Air Tower was horrible. That's all. We've already been massively punished for doing that. So we won't do that again. That was terrible. Keep making Pitbulls, because laser drones are terrible against Pitbulls. Made a Venom for some reason. It's also pretty bad against my Pitbull.
Unit ready.
So I don't think we can open with the air unless we're going to have Talons in the deck. Now we'll go into missiles, because they're a harder counter. The Banshee.
Unit lost.
I feel like this guy hasn't really thought through his game plan, to be honest. Right, so we take the first missile pretty easily. I don't know where his Harvester's going. He only has one Harvester as well, so that's a little... Oh, a Basilisk? Well, we have Hammerhead in the deck, so this shouldn't be a problem.
Enhanced. Unit lost.
Okay.
Unit lost.
I guess we'll make another Hammerhead and go after his base with Hammerheads. Hammerhead not as good as it used to be against bases. I don't think this guy's really thought through his game plan at all.
Unit lost.
Doesn't seem like he has anything but air unit. So he's basically just dead to Hammerheads. Okay, well that was very easy.
Missile launched. Mission accomplished.
Well, that didn't work out great. Opening with the drones was obviously terrible. Crater, could you not say things like that? I want to put this on YouTube, man. I don't want to have to make it mature audience because you're spamming stuff like that. Tell you what, actually, I'll remove the chat box. Say whatever you want. Okay, that was obviously terrible. I think I'll play Talons instead. I think maybe we won't play the Hammerhead at all. Although I do like Hammerhead a lot on this map. Because air is so strong. But I want a decent opening unit. I can open with missiles, I suppose. But like only having these two, having to go straight into air for fighting infantry is a little weak. Maybe we'll play Rifleman. Maybe we'll try this. See how it goes.
Establishing battlefield control.
Alright. Ghost up next. Another a Solomon player. Not a big fan of Solomon.
3, 2, 1.
So again,
New objective
Harvester, send it up here to start. This time we can open with rifles, get some scouting information. MGs. Okay. MGs seem very bad on this map. An MG can never cover more than one tile, like more than one pad, sorry. Like you have to put it over here for it to cover more than one pad. Not easy to set them up. Really not a fan of MG for this map. I think this is a bad choice by my opponent. I also think that MGs are weak to air, and this is a very good air map, so you're going to run into a lot of guys playing Venoms and Talons, like I'm doing here. So I think that this MG start was a very poor choice from my opponent. We're going to make jump jets to pressure this Harvester. We're going to keep running down these shocks with this Talon. Okay, there's an MG trying to spawn here. I'm going to kill it. Hopefully. Might not be able to get it. Oh, didn't get it. Talon will finish off and we'll get Harvester kill time. And then it's Orca time. Orcas also will just annihilate MGs completely. Alright. I get another Harvester kill in a second. Oh, that Orca did not last as long as I expected. Make a new one. Send it out to clean up these shocks.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Basically just going to spam Orcas at this point, that's the game plan.
Unit
Spam Orcas and Talons.
Unit lost.
Another Harvester kill.
Unit ready. Warning. Enemy
And an Iron Cannon.
activated.
Kills exactly one Talon.
Unit
Opponent
lost.
probably not super hyped about that. Alright, this guy was not ready for the Borkin.
Nuclear missile launched. Enemy base destroyed.
I think a Borka that dies mid-bombing run should drop all bombs, copycat. That's kind of crazy. It would do so much damage when it died if it dropped the entire payload and it was like a fresh unit. I think that would actually be like too powerful. You don't think the unit's good now? I feel like Orca Bomber's decent. Like it has a role for sure. I don't think it's a trash unit. I think the bomber decks are like reasonable decks. I think both Inferno and Borka are good bomber.
New objective.
So Harvester up here.
Building online.
Rifles to scout.
Unit ready.
Heals has rifles, so we'll stop here. Defender's advantage if possible. Oh, but looks like we pretty much exactly traded off. Okay, so he's going up. That seems like a mistake. You want to control this bottom area because that's where his Harvester is. So I'm going to take control of this area. Right, here comes some shocks. So we need to go into Talon to fight these shocks, really. Oh, that's an aggressive turret. I'm not a big fan of this turret. I think that was a pretty big waste of 40 Tiberium. Just going to ignore it. Missile's not close to firing, so I can afford to just not be here. Talon will clean up these guys. We'll come around here and clean up the shocks as well. Pitbull, so we'll get jump jets for the Pitbull. Might need to avoid these shocks. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until my Talon kills. And the jump jets can... There goes the Pitbull. Still got a Talon here to clean up this guy. We're going to take first missile pretty easily. He's double harvesting. Gonna boost my jump jets. Then we're gonna make Bork. This Bork is gonna start firing here, which is really annoying. Jump jets are obviously gonna kill themselves. They're gonna get killed by the Borka. They were pretty dead anyway. So trying to preserve my Borka until I get another volley off with it. I'll try and kill it. Comes. Oh, it takes a long time to start firing.
Unit lost. Unit
Another
lost.
Orca. Guess our troops to go.
Unit ready.
Yeah,
Unit
up here.
ready.
Might be able to get this Pitbull as well. Yep, nice. Now we just wait and see what he does. Well, I'll get my Borka to finish the zone troopers. Get the Borka to kill his harvester. Should be pretty easy to get another Borka up here.
Unit enhanced.
This Borka will come clean this pad. These Borkas will take out these zone troopers pretty nicely.
Unit lost.
Yep. And he doesn't know what's up, and he's dead.
Missile launched.
Ooh. Good job, Borka. Yeah, Buzz Killington, it's only on blind spot.
Complete.
I want to level up my Borkas, Birch. I want to get them to a point where I can actually use them in ladder if possible. The problem is, it's 500 diamond re-entry, and you only get like 15 cards if you go 10-0. I need 79 cards. So, I only get 15 cards if I go 10-0. I need to rerun that an absurd number of times.
Establishing battlefield control.
Like, assuming that I get 10-0 each time, I still need to do like 5 of them. 2,500 diamonds. And I could just spend that diamonds. I could spend that many diamonds on cloning labs. Probably get a similar number. I'd only get a little bit less Orca bomber cards if I just did cloning labs. But I wouldn't have to go 10-0 each time.
Unit ready.
Here comes some bikes. This is why you send the harvester up here, by the way, because sometimes people will try and do things like a bike rush. And it's so much easier to defend if you do the harvester up here. We'll just make some... I'm going to wait and maybe go for a pitbull, because I think this guy is likely to go chuggy. Normally people who open bikes regularly have Chem Buggy as their anti-infantry. I'm going to go into a pitbull. Oh no, there's a militant. Surprising. So we'll get the pitbull and the missiles to gang up on his bikes. Oh, get my militants over.
Unit ready.
More militants. So I can't pressure his harvester, but that's not a big deal. I don't need to. Get some jump jets to go after his tank.
Unit
This boost was a little bit expensive. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I almost certainly shouldn't have done that boost. A little bit too pricey. 30 tib this early in the game is a bit much to be spending on that kind of an effect. Bring these down here, send a Talon over here. So now you get to see why air units are super good on this map. But this Talon's just easily going to go claim this top pad. That will be missile for me.
Nuclear weapon launched. Unit
Opponent is also playing an air deck, which I think is a good choice. Got Venom and Banshee.
Unit
I
lost.
think Venom and Banshee are really strong on this map.
Unit ready.
Gonna get some more jump jets to go after this harvester, which is almost dead,
Unit lost.
and more Talons to fight the Banshees. Talons will actually beat Banshees, not one-on-one, but they'll win over the course of time.
Unit
They're so much cheaper than a Banshee that they'll be much more cost efficient with the fight. So even though you don't win one-on-one, if you end up in a spam,
unit lost.
if you end up spamming Talons against Banshee spam, you'll win very easily with the Talons. They'll just run out of cash. Here comes the first Borka. Gonna have to kill these guys, which is a shame because it's very impactful. Bikes down here are kind of annoying. We'll run away from them and send.
Ready. Unit lost.
Boost this Borka so I can get these lasers dead. Hopefully get these bikes as well. Oh, he built another bike squadron. That's a nice freebie.
Unit
Another
lost.
Borka, and it looks like the game's already over. He hasn't realized that the pads are about to fire.
Nuclear
There we go.
missile launched. Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, 500 to rerun is a bit much, I think.
Bounty complete.
I think the Crate Blitz was 250, right? And you got so much more for the Crate Blitz. A jump jet's better than Grenadiers for general use. I honestly don't know maps. I honestly don't know if jump jets are better than...
Bounty
Okay, so I
received.
think I'll put the chat back on. Obviously, if I'm responding to chat and people can't see it.
Establishing battlefield control.
I don't know if jump jets or grenadiers are better. I think jump jets are slightly better. I think grenadiers are kind of bad. I'm really unimpressed by them. I think I would say jump jets are slightly better, but they're pretty close.
New objective received.
When I first tried grenadiers, I thought they were just strictly better than jump jets.
Online.
Like I was really impressed
Ready.
because like when you just run them into things and actually have a 1v1 matchup play out, they do quite well. Problem is that you never realistically get a 1v1 matchup because your opponent can just walk away from them too often. I think jump jets are definitely way better in this deck. That's for sure.
Unit ready.
Because in this deck, you want to be running that. You want to be hunting down bikes and pit bulls,
Unit
which
lost.
grenadiers are not good at doing. They're way too slow. So you're way better off with jump jets in a deck like this. I think like yeah, for like supporting an air deck, you want jump jets. Grenadiers are more of a like staple unit. Like if the main unit in your deck is going to be grenadier, then that's wow, that turret. Like grenadiers are good if the main anti-vehicle unit in your deck is going to be grenadier.
Unit ready.
You can see how strong Talon is on this map. Like the mobility is absolutely insane. Helicopters are just really good on this map.
Nuclear warhead launched.
This guy's just making infantry, so this Orca is gonna just clean up completely.
Unit lost. Unit enhanced.
Wow, that's a bad turret. This guy's turreting has not been very impressive. So we're just gonna make a lot of Orcas against him.
Unit lost.
I'm gonna be cycling my Borkers back and forth, put the one that's reloading back here, have the other one come forward and kill stuff. Here comes the second harvester when the game is literally over, man. The second missile's about to fire. Such a bad play. Another horrible turret, jeez. No offense to O'Neil, but
Enemy base destroyed. Bounty complete.
on this map and for this deck, I think jump jets are way better for sure. I don't think that's particularly close. But I can certainly see grenadiers being better in different decks and different maps. I think both units are a little underwhelming though. Saying I'm ruining people's Borka Blitz when I don't even need it. I do need it. I want to level up my Borkas. I want to get them up. Liang and Jackson are both viable with Orca maps. But I think Jackson is way more important because you actually need to be able to run down units. Like if you play against GDI and they make pitbulls and they split them well, it's really difficult to actually run down a pitbull with a Borka. So they can just keep raidering and shooting you with Raider whilst you're trying to chase them down if you don't have Jackson. So I think Jackson is really important. And like Omelette says, yeah, Jackson makes the reload faster, which is a big deal. And like Omelette says, you need to clear pads with Borkas. So being able to zoom over a pad and fires much quicker with Jackson boost as well. So it actually annihilates the unit underneath it very quickly. So I think Jackson is way better, personally.
Building online.
Okay, again, Harvester up here, and then Rifle. On Harvester first, then Weak Boys. Get some missiles to fight the wheels. So I'm probably just going to keep making missiles for now because he's factory. Always got to be ready for the Chuggy. Oh, there's flamers. Okay. So we're going to go straight into Talon.
Building online. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Then we'll get some rifles to support the Talon against the... Pretty close to getting the missile as well already. Surprised that he actually killed my Talon there, that was honestly. I guess this Talon needs to go down here.
Unit lost.
And we'll send another Talon up here. As you can see again, helicopter just insane on this map.
Unit lost.
Even if he kills this Talon, it'll be pretty easy for me to replace it and take the missile.
Unit lost. Warhead
Like so.
cancelled.
Helicopters are just, yeah, helicopters are really strong on this map. Then we'll make a Orca.
Unit lost.
Got their second harvester.
Unit ready.
So we'll keep the Orca hanging around here to bomb this harvester when we get... you do more damage on the center tile, so actually being on top of the unit is better if you want to kill it. So we'll micro back and forth over the harvester. There goes the harvester. I'm going to wait on my next unit. I want to see what he's building before I commit. Probably going to be something that loses to an Orca bomber though, so I'll just get these guys as well. I mean, this guy just doesn't seem to know what he's doing against Orca bomber. Like, he's just conceded this second missile, right? Like, he fought for the first one, then went harvester and just conceded the missile after that. So now you're going to see how even tech infantry can't fight a Orca. See? Cyborgs just get absolutely crushed. There you go.
Objective complete.
Orca hype. Orcas are a lot of fun to play. I think they're not fun to play against, however. It's really, I think playing against the bomber decks one of the least fun things in the game. Bomber decks are super miserable to play against, but playing with them is kind of fun.
Establishing battlefield control.
So I think this is also one of the first blitzes we've had for a long time where it's not just strictly correct to play Nod. I think there is potential for GDI to be the better faction on this map.
Building online.
As always, Harvester top into rifle. See what the opponent's up to. Okay, so his Harvester is down here. That's interesting that he's bothered to move it there. So we're going to go double rifle because it's going to take too long to make the Talon, and 2 rifles can still fight a Flamer. Might need to make a 3rd rifle. I think this Flamer will win
Lost.
2v1. Interesting, he's gone straight into War Factory and Wheel. We'll make missiles for the wheels. Then we're going to go into Talon. We expect another Flamer squad. Is
Unit ready.
the Talon is pretty good against wheels and Flamer.
Unit ready.
So what I'm doing here is I'm happy to trade my Talon
Lost.
for his Flamers. Basically, his Flamers die, my Talon also dies. But that's his Flamers cost more than my Talon, so I'm actually happy to make that exchange. We're going to need to get jump jets soon. Bikes. This is why jump jets are in the deck. They're much better at hunting down bikes. As you can see, his bikes are having a very hard time running down a Talon. This is one of the reasons that I like playing helicopters on this map. Right, here's double harvester.
Unit lost.
So I'm going to send a Talon up here. It might die to this bike squadron, but hopefully it'll live long enough for us to get the missile. It does, excellent. Now we go straight into Orca. We're going to boost it as well. We're going to clean up these bikes. We're going to hopefully get some damage on these harvesters. Didn't get as much damage as I was hoping on the harvesters. So we'll back up and hide behind these Talons. Like I said, Talons will actually beat Banshees in the long run. They can also support with some missiles occasionally. Talon. Okay, he's just spamming the crap out of Banshees. We just want to make missiles, really.
Unit lost.
Missiles and Talons. We need now.
Ready.
Wow, he's really making a lot of Banshees. Another Banshee over here? This is Flamers. Okay, so we can... I don't want to actually use the boost. Oh wow, he's used the boost. Crazy. So I'll send the Bulker in to do some damage here. Make another Talon. I'm gonna boost this Bulker because I'm pretty sure it'll reload in time to kill these bikes. Yep, excellent. And there we go, win the game. Cool.
Launched. Unit lost. You are victorious.
What kills Harvester faster, Orca or Mohawk? I think the Orca, since the Mohawk nerfed to damage, to Harvester damage. Check what that guy was playing. I want to see why he was double Harvester. Avatar. Oh, really? Surprising. A weird Avatar deck. I don't like his deck very much. Alright, well, we're at 7-0 now. See if we can get the 10-0 in the Orca Blitz with the Orca. That would be sweet.
Establishing battlefield control. Three, two, one. New objective.
Harvester ended up.
Building
Rifle.
online. Unit
Very quick jump jet rush. And again, like we sent the Harvester upwards. We got a huge advantage because the opponents tried to rush us and there's just nothing there.
Unit ready.
So yeah, well, I would strongly recommend anyone who plays this map, always send your Harvester up as the first thing you do with it. So I'm going to try and block his Harvester. Didn't get there in time, but now we can jump jet rush his Harvester. And we should have a lot more cash than him right now. I'm not going to boost it. I think that's an overcommitment. I am, however, going to make another rifle squad and go after jump jet. So we actually get his Harvester, which is obviously insane. And this basically, like, his rush was completely negated by the fact that we moved our Harvester to the top at the start. If we hadn't done that, there's a chance that he would have, got a lot more damage done. So here comes the Orca, which we can build with the Harvester bounty. Kill everything over here. Hopefully get the Harvester. Yep, nice. I saw him build airfield, which is a mistake on his part, because now I know there's an air unit coming. So I built missiles in preparation to protect my Orca. Yep, here comes a Talon. I've already got the missiles ready, because I saw him build the airfield. Shouldn't build the building until you're building the unit out of it. Run the Orca away. We're going to make Pitbull. We're going to have the Pitbull hang out near the ball. Going to boost it as well, because see how good this map is for air units. Like, chasing down this Talon is so difficult. So I'm going to let this Orca die. It's pretty much not going to do anything useful at this point. He's just spamming Talons, so we're going to make Pitbulls. Okay, we're going to boost this Talon so they can fight these missiles. I think if we block up here, we should just get this missile. There it is.
Mission accomplished.
That's the 8-0. Go for 9. Strong arm, I believe, is not good on this map, Sinestro. I can't remember if you can put the turret on the other side of the bottom pad. If you can put it on the other side of the bottom pad to your side, it's okay. But yeah, it's not great. Not. I think no, you can do that, but it's still not a great map for strong arm. It's just too easy to avoid the turret. Like the turret, there's no way you can put a turret that covers like an entire pad. An Inferno Phantom deck would beat this deck. Yeah, so I'm playing Talons instead of Hammerheads. So yes, an Inferno Phantom deck would be a tough matchup because they'd actually have a Phantom. Like traditionally, a Bomber deck will play a Hammerhead or a Phantom, but this time I really wanted to play Helicopters because I think Helicopters are insane on blind spot. So I chose to play Talon instead of Hammerhead. But yes, I think a traditional Bomber deck would be a tough matchup for me for sure, because they'd have that air superiority unit. I do have Pitbulls. Pitbulls will beat both of those units that you mentioned, the Phantom and the Hammerhead, the Phantom and the Inferno. They've played well, so it's not as default as it sounds. I would just straight up lose, but yeah, it would be a tough matchup there. I'm going to send this Pitbull up here and send a Talon down here. As you can see, his bikes are killing my Talon, but it's taking so long. I don't know what these wheels are doing, but I'm more than happy to let him fit a unit on my base whilst the missile fires. Especially one that does so little damage to my base. We're going to go for the jump jets, because he's gone double harvester, and I want to harass it. And then I'm going to try and block his flamers from stopping me. There we go. It's working out pretty well. Nice, nice, nice. So his harvesters are actually creating a wall he's struggling to get through with his units. So his harvester wall is kind of helping me out, honestly. He's gone here. There's too much ball late to chase it down, so I'm just going to start harassing the other one instead. I actually am going to send this Pitbull up here because I do want to start charging this missile. We're going to get both of these harvesters. Then we're going to make Talons, Orcas probably. I'm going to go up here and block this. Pop these over. Flames will come in here, but then I can use the Talon on them. I'm going to keep trying to block this harvester. Make more Pitbull. Oops. Oh, mismicroed that one. Fuck. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm okay with it. Pretty excited, in fact, about him just AFKing over there. He's going after my harvester. I don't really care too much. The missile's about to fire. I'm a little bit surprised he's focusing this hard on the harvester. Like, the game is about to end. And his wheel squad is still down here. I guess we'll make a Orca, because, you know, it's the Orca Blitz. We'll make at least one. I'm not sure what he was doing with his wheels.
Enemy base destroyed.
That was a pretty colossal error on his point. Alright, 9-0. One more would be...
Establishing battlefield control.
Hey, Wonkaball. How you doing, man?
3, 2, 1. New
Alright,
objective
here we go for the
available.
10th game. Harvester, send it up.
Building online.
Make some rifle.
Unit ready.
See what this is. His own rifles. That's fine. We're going to send our rifles up this way. First of all, we get to check if his harvester's over here. And secondly, we get defender's advantage on the top. So even though he has this area, we can actually get defender's advantage on 2 different pads. That looks like second harvester to me. I'm just going to chill, keep charging the missile, and go into Talon.
Building online.
Okay, he's sending rifles at my rifle. I'm just going to win easily because the defense... Oh, it's an MG. Okay. So this is probably not a second harvester. Because there's also an MG, that means he probably just waited a long time to make the harvester. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Talons are obviously amazing against MGs. This is a terrible turret. I'm just going to ignore it and go over here. So I'm going to get to kill all his MGs for free, which is great. Missile's about to fire. That's cool. Gonna make some jump jets to go after his harvester.
Unit in warhead launched.
Another MG. There's an APC. APC could be a little bit of a problem, but we do have Orca, so probably fine.
Unit ready.
Take the Orca bomber and send it out.
Enhanced.
Alright, the Orca bomber cleans up the APC nicely.
Unit lost.
Guys, I would strongly recommend you don't play MG on this map. It's really bad for this map.
Unit ready.
Really bad. There's no good place to put an MG on this map at all. Don't play MG. Makes the second harvester again. Like, the game is over, man. The missile's about to fire. I don't know why I'm making a second harvester. I think my door just rang, so I'll be right back. There's the 10-0 though, so good job, team.